Once again, going back to what the Katt Williams effect represents in terms of lessons that we are learning, we're talking about the Ks and whatnot. So this next K is Kyrie Irving, right? And this is a lesson for everybody to learn about being resilient, standing on business, and don't allowing anybody to sway you because of your decisions, especially if you know that those are anchored in truth, right? This man right here is a champion. He is a hero. He's to be supported by us. He is to be held up wherever he is seen, right? This is a stand-up athlete. He will go down in history as an icon because of what he stood for. Forget about the now. He's for the future, right? There's children that are growing up, and it don't hurt that he has a supernatural talent, right? So there's little ones right now with the Kyrie handle going crazy and whatnot, but they respect his mind state. So Blue was telling me that when you hear these Europeans covering the games, what they call the correspondence, right? They have to swallow their pride.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving is a walking highlight reel. His style, handles, footwork, creativity. It's like his game is built for the backyard. Every play is a piece of art. And for many people,
All the time. Like, all the time. Like, there was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do. And sitting here watching it, you know, I'm playing like so fucking happy and so proud and to watch him and continue his growth or whatever the case may be. And at the same time, I'm so fucking mad at the same time that I am not his running mate anymore. So I'm like, I just remember those times.
On the offensive side of the ball, I don't think we can dismiss any longer that Kyrie Irving very well may be the most gifted basketball player we've ever seen. He's just that surreal and that spectacular of a talent.
And on the Wolves' home floor, after a tumultuous stretch of seasons in Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is one win away from returning to the NBA Finals for the first time since going to 3 in a row from 2015 to 2017. Kyrie's 14-0 record in closeout games is the best in NBA history, and his Mavs will look to complete the sweep of the Wolves tonight. All right. Perk, tell me this. Has this season transformed Kyrie's career?
Oh, absolutely. And Molly, before we start, hold on, let me say this. Before we start pulling and applauding for Kyrie Irving, we need to start getting these apologies out there, okay? They need to be as loud as everybody were when they were criticizing Kyrie, and I'm one of them. Let me start off by apologizing because I had a lot of disrespectful things to say about Kyrie. I thought Kyrie didn't give a damn about the game of basketball, but a different situation, a different coach, a team that's going to embrace him, a team that's going to actually be on his side, we're seeing the best version of Kyrie Irving right now. And what he has done from a leadership aspect for us leading this Dallas Maverick team, being the voice in that locker room, being a mentor to Luka.
You know what I'm saying? It put me in a bad way. Like times when I came back to guard him when he was Kai.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I've guarded this motherfucker. Like, I've guarded him. Like, and he'll just throw some shit at you you just don't expect. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he expects it. His body is, and he's naturally reacting off move. And what makes Kai so hard, he is shockingly very athletic. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that about. Like, he may not be dunking the ball, but he's finishing. He's hang time.
Hanging in the air.
His speed, his stop on a dime. Obviously, he's on a string. But the way he's able to use his body, his strength, the way he's able to jump, he's shorter than me, but he still is going to rise high enough to where I can't get to him. He's going to finish or hang long enough to where I'm going to get this shot off.
That's a fact.
Obviously, we saw him the year before in Utah, but like getting to the gym with him and seeing him
every
was
day
different. And the biggest thing, he was so fearless, right? And we used to talk about, I was like, he don't even know about winning yet. He don't even know what he hasn't got to a point that's going to push him even more than what he's being pushed. Because like, he hasn't got that taste. Ain't no blood been in the water yet.
Because they literally have to be on national television giving hell and praise to this man. To Kyrie, when they were just crucifying him. Remember this?
Do you think that Kyrie is worth all of this drama?
No, he's not. He's not worth it at all. A matter of fact, let me say this straight up and down. I think Kyrie Irving should retire.
And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him.
There's not enough ball to go around. I believe this is subtraction by addition for Dallas.
Wow.
I believe it's a terrible move.
To me, man, when you're talking about Kyrie Irving, listen, Greeny, if you take Kyrie Irving's brain and put it in a bird right now, guess what that bird is going to do? It's going to fly backward.
Kyrie Irving the past 5 years has been on a basketball odyssey unlike any superstar in league history. As of course in 2019 was traded to the Celtics to face their franchise. 2 years later left them, went to Brooklyn, built up that super team. Then 2 years later ultimately was traded from Brooklyn to Dallas, where he now resides with Luka Doncic.
They said you can have him, Mavericks, right? They try to get rid of him out of New York. Now look at the goddamn Nets, right? And he was standing on no vaccinations, and he was also standing on the fact that he was a Hebrew Israelite, and he identified with his indigenous, aboriginal, quote-unquote, existence and whatnot.
Melanated
messianic forces.
And yes,
and
now one of the biggest names in sports facing backlash for spreading anti-Semitism. NBA star Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets shared a link last week on social media to a 2018 film that's been described as anti-Semitic, leading to a heated exchange with ESPN's Nick Friedel during Saturday's post-game press conference. And joining us is ESPN reporter Nick Friedel himself and ABC News contributor and Los Angeles Times columnist LZ Granderson. Thank you both for being with us.
All right, LZ, let's start with you here. For people who aren't familiar, don't want to tell them to go out and find this film and watch it or anything else. Talk about exactly what he did. He tweeted a link. He didn't say anything, but he tweeted a link to this film that shows and says what?
That is basically anti-Semitic. Like Nick and I were talking offline, like we're so sick of talking about Kyrie from last season, right? Dealing with the vaccinations and his logic. And again, here we are again, him trying to apply Kyrie logic to something that is pretty straightforward. It is an anti-Semitic film. There is no nuance, in my opinion. I don't understand why he felt the need to tweet it out. I think he is showing some awareness that he knew it would be sort of controversial because he didn't say anything, right? He didn't say great film. He just put it out there and expected his followers to take a look and perhaps pick up what he was putting down. But Kyrie is, in my opinion, Nick, getting to the point in which the Nets as well as the NBA are going to have to start thinking about some serious discipline because he's using his platform not just to push conversations that are obscure, like the earth is flat, which he did not too long ago, but conversations that are dangerous. And as you saw with the graphic, we cannot afford that.
Yeah, and the sneakers is fire. Let's start with that. The sneakers, he's tapped. Look at that, huh? Look at that.
Got some, them joints are classic.
Yeah. The moccasins is fire. Moccasins is fire. Then he got these new ones called Playoff Energy. Shit is killing Nike, yo.
Yeah.
Killing Nike. So they dropped him and picked up Ja Morant. You know what I'm talking about? You got to ask him, how's that working out for you? Right? Everybody flopping. Right? He got Luka looking crazy in these streets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But he's showing you as well for all of the hypocrites and the people who would try to paint him because a man has the audacity to try to find out about himself that somehow, some way that he don't like white people all of a sudden. What that got to do with that?
Insecurity.
That's an insecurity. How the hell, if me finding out about that my people was from America and I'm from, why that gotta be that I got a problem with somebody that don't look? No, that's gonna make me even closer. I'm the big homie. Come on, you good with me. That's how society will have us completely effed up. like if we love ourselves, the more we love ourselves, the more somebody is feeling a problem or a way about that. I will never understand that. Because if I see some Chinese people loving on each other, I'm like glancing. Yeah, I'm like glancing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, like namaste all day.